Welcome to the P-Security channel, everybody. I've been getting a lot of requests recently to test out the brand new Avast 2014 entirely to give it the full review treatment. So that's precisely what I'll be doing today. So I've got Avast installed on this machine. I've got it entirely updated, and I'll show you guys once again that there are no more signatures to get. Also, this is the latest version of their program, 2014 9.0.2018. I'm not sure what these last figures mean, but it is the 2014 version. They've changed from version 8.9 and now they're making it based on the year. So I don't know when the 2015 version is going to be out, but this is the latest version. As far as the user interface goes, it's not too great, not too bad, it's kind of average. I don't have any major complaints or issues with this user interface. It seems to work well, and they have got all the advanced settings that you might want to check out. Like if you want to change anything about your real-time protection or anything like that, you've always got your settings. They've got active protection. If you want to see advanced settings, you can click on any one of these and it brings up all the settings for them. It's a bit too advanced for most users, I guess, but it's good to always have these settings to check. So we've got exclusions here. They're advanced scanning techniques, actions, everything set to automatically fix, and the heuristic sensitivity is set to normal. And I have enabled scanning for potentially unwanted programs or PUPs or PUPs or whatever you like to call it. So these are the major settings. I don't think there are too many other ones. We've got reputation services, that is enabled. Deep screen, I've never really seen this in action. The deep screen tech allows Avast to make better real-time decisions when it's executing an unknown file. So basically this is their 0-day component, and it's supposed to decide whether or not to block or allow an unknown file. I'm not really sure how this works. They've got something called Hardened Mode for inexperienced users. The name is kind of counterintuitive because you would think that Hardened Mode is meant for advanced users, but it says it's meant for inexperienced users, so I won't be enabling that because I want to see all the alerts Avast can give me. And that's basically it. You don't have any more settings. I mean, this is a huge user interface. That's kind of one of the few things I don't like. And pretty much apart from what we saw, there is nothing else that is useful in this whole user interface. So let's get to the test. First of all, the memory usage. Avast is known for its really light guard. They don't really take up a lot of RAM, and you'll see that working over here. Not sure if this installer is something that's supposed to be running. Basically, they've got a service that's about 15 megs and another 5 megs here, so not too heavy at all. It's fairly light on the system, and I haven't really noticed any major system slowdown after installing Avast. So I don't think there are any issues there, so let's get straight to the prevention test. Just as usual, I've got my malware links. We'll try them out and let's see if Avast can block them. It just opened up a tab to tell me how secure I am, so that's cool. So let's put this thing to the test. First one is a zip file, so we'll just open it. So that was caught and removed. That's great. That was their website blocking, I guess. Okay, this one wasn't caught. Let's try running it. No alerts so far. Avast seems to be doing something. I don't know what. Let's try extracting this to the desktop and running it again. Let's continue with the test. We'll see what kind of damage that does or doesn't. So this one's also caught by their website filter. That's great. Not sure if this got blocked or if it's dead. I think it's dead. Okay, let's run this file. So basically, many of these files are being caught by the Evo Gen or their advanced heuristics. Avast don't really have a lot of great signatures, but I like their heuristics. They seem to be doing a good job. Okay, this one's in their signatures. This is a Trojan, and it blocked it from downloading in the first place, so that's great. This URL is also blacklisted by Avast. So let's try out the last one, and that'll be that. So this one's also blocked. So not bad. Avast pretty much blocked everything apart from this one file, and it's unclear how much damage that has done to the system, whether it executed properly or Avast blocked it with its steep screen or something. I'm not sure. So let's just turn off Avast for a moment and grab our samples. So I've got 500 pieces of malware over here. They're pretty old, I think more than a day, around a day and a few hours, so the expected detection rate will be a little bit higher than we're expected to. Like, please don't use it to... Okay, looks like they've got a new update just now. So this is slightly older than I usually test it because I didn't get any newer samples today. So I'm hoping the detection rate will be slightly higher. So I'll first do a right-click scan, see what it catches, then I'll do a custom scan from the menu. So it's caught quite a lot of threats. Not a big fan of this new threat user interface. It's just giving me this much space to show the threats. So I have a huge scroll bar, and I've got such a lot of space being wasted. Instead, they could just have this entire space used to view the threats. But anyway, that's not much of a concern. It's just user interface. I couldn't really care less. I'll just get rid of as many as Avast can. We're still waiting on Avast. Let's see if it's working. Yeah, 388, 374. It seems to be taking a while, so I'll just pause the video. Well, I made a slight error in the last scan. Instead of selecting delete, I had said fix automatically, which might end up in repairing some of the files. So I got the samples again, all 500 of them, and this time we will delete them. So that should be a lot faster. The scan and removal process is complete, and the other scan says no threat found, so I will do a custom scan with PUP detection turned on. And let's hope it catches some more. Okay, so it did catch some more PUPs. So I'll get rid of all of these. And that's done. So finally, we're left with 21 items. That gives us a pretty good detection rate. So that is 95.8%. It's great, it's okay. But as I said, these samples are a bit older, so higher detection rate was expected. So it's nothing extraordinary. But anyway, the most important thing is how does their zero-day component work. So all shields are turned on, as you can see. And now I'll run these files and let's see what Avast can do to protect us. So here's the first one. And Deep Screen is analyzing it. Let's see what it says. Okay, no problems found. But I guess it tried to download some malware. That was blocked. But Deep Screen didn't find that to be malicious. This is a piece of adware. Not sure what happened to that. Let's try. Okay, so it's trying to block the adware that the file is trying to download. So that's good work. Let's try this one. This being analyzed again by Deep Screen. And no problems found. Didn't find anything. But as you can see, although Avast is not blocking the parent program that is downloading all this adware, it is blocking the adware that is being downloaded. So it's a very efficient way of blocking crap. But let's see if it can block this adware. We've already seen this before. It's been missed by quite a few products. And once this thing gets started, it just doesn't know how to quit. Great. So let's continue. This one's being analyzed by Deep Screen again. And again, once again, no problems found. I don't know if it's just me, but I thought that their previous Sandbox was far more responsive than their new Deep Screen. Not a big fan of the new Deep Screen thing that they've done to their usual Sandbox. I really preferred the Sandbox default deny protection they had in the previous versions, where you could just terminate a file if it was unknown. But so far it's doing pretty well. It's blocking all the malicious stuff that is being extracted by these files. Let's continue. Okay, this one's caught by their evogen. Let's try this one out. It's being analyzed. Deep Screen doing its job. This does take a while sometimes because it has to run it within the sandbox and analyze it. And pretty much every time I'm seeing no problems found. Okay, here's another one blocked by evogen. Another one caught by evogen. And finally, I guess this is similar to... Okay, this one's also blocked. So I'll leave it at that, and I'll let some of these things run in the background, and then I'll give the final verdict based on what we find. So let's see what the scanners have to say. First of all, Komodo Cleaning Essentials. It found this size search adware and a browser helper object. Skip that. And now for Malwarebytes, it seems to have found a lot more stuff. Now in app data, it's found that Trojan banker. It's got a few files, however it was not able to take over the screen or do something weird as expected, because I suspect Avast blocked it in the background. And this was the file and module on the desktop. And then we've got a pup. It's called Optimum Installer, and yeah, that's the Q27 process that ran. And then we've got a few registry keys related with that, a malware packer, est.dll, and okay, this is in the system folder, so I generally don't find anything weird in Windows folder pleasant. I'm sure that is not a good sign. Then we've got some optional, again, PUPs, not a lot of major stuff. And that's about it for Malwarebytes. Now let's take a look at MCSoft's emergency toolkit. So we've got this thing again, the Trojan banker, and then a lot of adware. Lots of registry keys associated with the adware as well. And then this is the interesting one, the file in Windows folder, Trojan downloader. So MCSoft calls it a Trojan downloader, and then we've got a piece of adware, browser helper object over here. So definitely this is not a clean computer. So what is my final verdict on Avast 2014? Now this is a vastly inferior product as compared to the one I tested about a year ago that was kind of like bulletproof. The Sandbox has been completely ripped off of this version, maybe to advertise for their pro version. I mean, what's the point of having a Sandbox if every file you execute is run outside of it? Like their current deep screen, I think they've gone to that just so that it's more user friendly, but that has reduced the security to a great extent. So this is no longer really solid, secure software. It has a lot of loopholes introduced to it. And because their signatures are not especially that great, I'm not recommending this product anymore, because I don't see why somebody should use this. The main reason I liked their previous version was they had that default deny protection like Komodo that made it very effective against zero-day malware. But in this version, what I'm seeing is if you get something that's zero-day and that's not in their signatures, it is very likely that you're going to get infected with it. And they're not that great in terms of dealing with adware either, so I'm not very pleased in the direction they've taken this. I mean, this could have been so much better, but instead you've got this product that is not quite as secure as the previous versions, which is a bit of a concern for me. You generally expect a product to improve, but that's not the case with the Avast free antivirus. I don't know why, but this version is definitely not as secure as the one I tested long back. Having said that, is this bad? No. Is this great? No. So it's kind of about average, and I don't really see a reason why you'd want to use this, because if you do want to use this, I would not completely suggest relying on this product, because you'll still have some loopholes. So again, you'll need a firewall, because this thing doesn't even come with a firewall. So you'll have to install something else. And if you are going to install a firewall and HIPS, why not use something that has really good signatures? I mean, this thing's not got that great signatures either. So if you're just using the product for signatures, you might as well get something like FortiClient. That would do you a much better job. Or let's say Adaware. But as far as the zero-day features are concerned, this is not adequate. It's not absolutely blank. I'm not saying that it doesn't have zero-day capabilities. It does, but they're not quite as secure as you would want them to be. So for the moment, I'm not recommending completely relying on this, so I'm not recommending usage of this as a standalone product. And because it doesn't have one field where it specializes in, like doesn't have really great signatures or a really fantastic web blocking system that you would just use it for it, I don't think there's any such distinguishing feature in Avast. And as for their 0-day, which was probably the distinguishing feature, it's much weaker than what we used to have, because they no longer give you full Sandbox support in the free antivirus. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Have a nice day. I hope to see some improvements in the future versions of Avast. So I'll see you guys in the next review.